Welcome to the first virtual town hall for Oakridge Air. I'm Kathy Holston, and I'm proud to be the mayor of Oakridge, Oregon. I wish that we were speaking together at a town hall meeting. That, of course, would have been our first choice. But there will be more opportunities for information sharing in the months ahead, and I look forward to perhaps the next one being in person. Oakridge has long been a community based on wood. Wood as a source of income, wood as a source of heat, and the woods as a source of beauty and recreation. I am proud of the advances we have made to ensure healthy air for our community in a manner that still allows us to heat our homes. I must acknowledge that it hasn't been an easy road. We have to identify the problems, we had to create common sense solutions, and then advocate for all of our citizens. The perseverance shown by this community's leaders and our partners to find a solution that works for all of us is something that we can and should be very proud of. Not only have we found a solution for us, but our model is being looked at all over the nation. But this is about so much more than how we heat our homes. It is also about improving the overall health and livability of Oakridge. You will hear more about that in a minute. Many partners have been working for our community, and now with a $4.9 million grant, those plans are funded and can be put into place. Congratulations, Oakridge, for making air quality and the health of your community a priority.
My name is Trisha Maxwell. I'm the Outreach Coordinator for the Southern Willamette Forest Collaborative and South Willamette Solutions. The purpose of this video is to give a brief snapshot of why air quality is important, our air quality history here in Oakridge, where we're at today, and where you can find more information.
Hi, I'm Sarah Ultimas Pope. I'm the Executive Director for South Willamette Solutions, also known in the community as Southern Willamette Forest Collaborative. So first about our location. Oakridge is a rural community that's surrounded by national forest. Residents must rely on electricity and wood heat to keep their homes warm in the winter. We don't have cheaper options such as natural gas. So wood heat also makes a lot of sense because it's easy to get locally and it's reliable when there are electricity outages. As we all know, Oakridge is surrounded by high mountain ridges. This makes the city prone to inversions and low wind speeds and creates conditions for wood smoke and wildfire smoke to concentrate in our community. As a result, Oakridge has struggled to meet air quality standards for fine particulate matter designated by the Environmental Protection Agency. Since 2009, Oakridge has had at times been identified as a non-attainment area for the 24-hour National Air Quality Standard for Fine Particulate Matter, also known as PM 2.5. Currently, Oakridge is in a maintenance status, meaning that wintertime air quality has improved and it's above the standard. The Oakridge Air program will help us achieve this goal to stay above the standard and meet the EPA guidelines. Why air quality is important. All Oakridge residents suffer from poor air quality, but those at the greatest risk include the elderly, individuals with cardiopulmonary disease such as asthma, and children. Local clinics, along with support from Oregon Health Authority and Lane County Public Health, will help us understand how we can improve local health conditions. Addressing wintertime smoke pollution will also give us tools and ways to deal with summertime wildfire smoke pollution and help keep residents healthy year-round. If Oakridge is unable to meet EPA air quality standards, our community is at risk of losing federal funding. Non-attainment also limits economic development by discouraging manufacturing businesses from coming to Oakridge. Permits and specialized air pollution scrubbers increase expenses for manufacturers and mills and may cause businesses to look elsewhere. Now a little bit about Oakridge air quality history. The efforts in Oakridge to improve air quality have been active for about 3 decades. The city of Oakridge has made considerable progress since the EPA updated PM 2.5 guidelines in 2006. Many Oakridge homes installed upgraded wood stoves about a decade ago. When the PM 2.5 numbers didn't come down like we had hoped, a group of community stakeholders came together to look harder for creative solutions. In 2014, the city updated its wood smoke mitigation strategy to include code enforcement, increased focus on the Lane Electric ductless heat program, and added the community firewood program to make sure people have an opportunity to access dry wood. The Community Air Attainment Group also recognized that weatherization and additional home heating upgrades were necessary. Oakridge Mayor Coey and Senator Floyd Przonski hosted an Oregon Solutions project to seek funding. Good Company joined the team as the project coordinator and greatly increased the city's capacity to look for partners and financial support.
Hi, I'm Justin Overdevest with Good Company, and we are serving as the primary program managers for the Oakridge Air program. And we're excited to be participating in this multi-year project, continuing the work with Oakridge. I think the Organ Solutions project was really important to pivot and kind of transition into identifying funding sources outside of the community. There are a lot of local, regional, and state partners involved, as the mayor mentioned at the outset of our webinar today. And it's pretty exciting to see the progression of this work. The Organ Solutions work was really geared towards the state governor identifying this wood smoke problem, seeing it happening in other communities around Oregon, and seeing the ideas that were coming around at Oakridge that might be able to help solve the problem. And so we as Good Company got involved in that Organ Solutions process, but we stayed on through some Oregon DEQ funding. Most of our work was geared towards helping to find funding sources for this mitigation plan, essentially a set of strategies to tackle wood smoke and air quality in the community. And one of the exciting projects that we worked on last year was the Woodshed project. We hadn't anticipated doing that work, but collectively with the collaborative and the community firewood program, we helped build 24 woodsheds to help store firewood and make sure that it was seasoned and dry and ready for the winter season. And that project was a collective effort of Oakridge High School and their woodshop class, and Mr. Yarborough, and also an Eagle Scout project of Elmira and Neo Tatura. And so we got a chance to build those woodsheds, and we're hoping that down the road here we'll be able to expand that program out further. You know, as you're hearing today, we were successful in gathering $4.9 million from EPA under this targeted airshed program. I'd like to share the 5 principal areas of the Oakridge Air program. As the mayor mentioned at the outset, it's a $4.9 million program. It's going to be over a 5-year window. We started in earnest at the tail end of 2019, and we're gathering ourselves to basically work with all the partners and get all of these different project elements going. The main part of the program is home heating upgrades, and this is the one that most of you will hear about and interface with. The majority of the funding, 3 of the 4.9 million, is going to the home heating upgrades. And those are in 3 main areas. So one, it's upgrades to certified wood stoves for stoves that are older than 20 years old. It's also doing weatherization, so insulation, doors, windows, and small upgrades to the home that would improve kind of overall energy efficiency and function to keep your home warmer. And then lastly, ductless heat pumps, and ductless heat pumps that function well at colder temperatures in the Oakridge area. The second component of the program is the community firewood program. And many of you are familiar with this program. It's been going around for 5 years, and the collaborative and Inbound and the city have been primary partners on that work. With this funding, we're going to be able to kind of enhance and grow the program and the processing power and efficiency of the programs. And then with community and school education, we are partnering with Middle Fork Willamette Watershed Council, and they will be leading the school education programs, interfacing with science teachers and connecting also on the community side to kind of share the story behind smoke and health, some of the things that Sarah was talking about. We'll be working with Orchid Health and NOVA to share more of that information locally in the community. And then part of that will connect to a project on air filters in homes and schools. And so we're already starting to work with Orchid in identifying residents in the Oakridge Westford area that could benefit from an air filter. You know, people that have cardiac or respiratory issues, cleaner air, both during the summer when we might experience wildfire, and also in the winter with wood smoke. That filtering could improve their capacity to take on those health challenges. The last strategy is code enforcement, and this is something that Sarah mentioned was useful in the past. Essentially, going to be working with the code enforcement officer through the City of Oakridge Police Department and helping to educate residents on best practices for wood burning.
As Sarah and Justin touched on earlier, we've had several dedicated partners throughout the years who are helping to improve air quality here in Oakridge. Here's a quick list of the key partners who are helping to implement the Oakridge Air program, followed by a list of additional partners who play more of a secondary role in implementing the project. Our website, oakridgeair.org, is the best place to find the most current, up-to-date information. If you're interested in home heating upgrades, we encourage you to fill out a survey on our website. If you can't find what you're looking for on our website to include our frequently asked questions page, you can email us at information@oakridgeair.org. You can also find us on Facebook. We hope you'll join us for our next video, where you'll get to meet the project partners and learn a little bit more about the project components that comprise the Oakridge Air program. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you around.